1 billion views. If you told me 10 years ago that my YouTube channel was even going to hit 1 million, I'd have laughed you out the room. Back when my brother bought me my first ever smartphone in 2011, I fell in love with that thing. I was so blown away by how much you could do on something you could fit into your pocket, I started making YouTube videos about it. I literally spent day after day, night after night, sitting in the corner of my room, holding my dad's old camcorder in one hand and the piece of tech I was talking about in the other. I would create charts on my wall of how many subscribers I wanted to hit each week, and I'd cross them off as I went. It took me literally 4.5 years of learning and growing and grinding to hit 100,000 YouTube subscribers. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine I'd be able to do that. But even then, I was still earning less than the minimum wage. The point is, I loved making videos, but becoming a successful creator used to be a huge time commitment. It was a risk, it was the unknown, and you needed a lot of luck. But fast forward just a few years and everything's changed. In 2020, coronavirus swept the entire planet, affecting almost every living human in some capacity. In a best case scenario, this was a tough time, but also for a lot of people, it had a silver lining. More than ever, we were stuck in our homes, we were anxious, we were alone, and just craving that connection with other people. So we turned to social media. It could be recipes for an evening in, home workouts while we couldn't go to the gym, or just anything relatable to make us feel good. And so the kind of content people have started wanting has become much easier to make. You don't need to make an hour-long documentary anymore. You don't need studio lighting or any kind of pro gear. You can make a 10-second dance, and as long as people can connect to it, it could be providing joy to an audience around the world in minutes. What I'm saying is that compared to when I started, by 2020 the narrative had evolved. We needed content creators. And that brings us to now. In many places, things are finally starting to go back to some sort of new normal. But that audience for this new type of content is still there. And as we emerge from this pandemic, many of us are going to be allowed to travel, to meet people, and we're going to be able to collaborate. We're going to be able to do things again. And so, whether you have a setup that looks like this, or you have a setup that looks like this, you can be a creator, and you already have what you need. It's just crazy that you can pick up a smartphone now in 2021, and it's already better than a lot of the pro gear that I could buy back when I started. And just to prove my point, this entire video was shot on a smartphone. My message is simple. If any part of you feels like it wants to make things, now is the time to do it. In the new normal, it's never been easier to hit 1 billion.